Every powerful insight begins with a question. But here's the truth: not all questions are equal. A great survey is not about how many questions you ask, it's about asking the right ones. The quality of your questions decides the quality of your answers. And in business research, the wrong question can waste time, distort results, and mislead decisions. Why questions matter? Think of a survey as a conversation. When you ask the right question, you guide respondents to share meaningful information. When you ask the wrong question, you create confusion or bias. That's why designing a questionnaire is more of an art than a checklist. Open versus closed questions. There are two broad types of questions: open-ended and closed-ended. Closed-ended questions are simple, they give options to choose from. For example, which smartphone brand do you use? And you give a list. They are easy to analyze, quick to answer, and great for structured data. Open-ended questions, on the other hand, let people speak in their own words. For example, what do you look for when buying a smartphone? These reveal depth, emotions, and unexpected insights. They are harder to analyze, but they capture the voice of the customer directly. The best surveys balance both types, structured for clarity, open for discovery. Avoiding leading questions. One of the biggest mistakes in research is the leading question. That's when the wording pushes people toward a certain answer. For example, don't you agree that this product is amazing? Of course, most people will say yes, not because it's true, but because the question itself nudged them. A better way is neutral. How satisfied are you with this product? Always check your survey for hidden bias in the phrasing. The power of order. The order of questions shapes how people respond. Start too heavy, and respondents may drop out. Start too light, and they may not take it seriously. The trick is to design a logical flow. Begin with easy warm-up questions. Move into the core research topics in the middle. And end with demographics or classification. Think of it like a funnel: friendly entry, focused middle, smooth exit. Keeping focus. Every question should serve a purpose. If a question doesn't connect to your research goal, remove it. Long surveys with irrelevant questions not only bore respondents, they also reduce data quality. A shorter, sharper survey almost always delivers better insights. When you design questions that are clear, unbiased, and purposeful, you unlock answers that truly guide decisions. So remember, don't chase more questions, chase better questions. Because the right question is the first step to the right insight. The art of asking the right questions is really the art of respecting your respondents' time and intelligence. When you design questions that are clear, unbiased, and purposeful, you unlock answers that truly guide decisions. So remember, don't chase more questions, chase better questions. Because the right question is the first step to the right insight. This is Lotus of Learning. Keep learning, keep shining.